Hello, all, perhaps method students and teachers. Some ideas about using the inking tool and also some solutions for the recent um, revision sack for Wednesday. I'll just do a page or two this way, but then I'll finish off the solutions. First of all, when I'm working with the inking tool, once I've got the document up, I flip my laptop into tablet mode, so all I can see is the screen. I've got it folded back upon itself, and I like to view page width, so I click here, view page width, so I can see the whole thing across the page. Secondly, I need the inking tool. If I've already got the pens here, but if you don't see that pens thing on the menu, and you may not because you haven't used it, you hit review and then you hit start inking, and up will come the pens tool, and that should be there next time. But if not, you just hit review and start inking, and up will come the pens tool every time. So I've got my view at page width, I've got my pen tool. I'm really only interested in one or two things. First of all, you need to navigate through the document. You can hit select so no pen is active and use your finger to scroll. It's perhaps the easiest way. Hit select, now no pen is active, I'm not going to make a mark on the screen, I'm just going to use my finger, go up and down. Or I can grab, you might just see, I can just grab the little slider there on the side and move up and down. I reckon it's easier with my finger. There I am, I'm doing it with my finger. Then I need a pen. I'm going to experiment with my pen before I do anything. I've got choices of colour and thickness. So I'm going to choose black for nearly all the work I do, and I'll just demonstrate thickness. I'm not sure what's best. Why don't I try this one? Put my name. Okay, let me just try the next one up. That looks a bit better, I reckon. Let me try the next one up. Yeah, perhaps even better to be really clear. So I think I've made a decision. I'm going to go for 1.5 point. Could even go up to 2. What does that look like? That's too big, I reckon. So I'm going for 1.5, 1.5 point, which is that one. Now I've made some marks on my page I don't want. I'll hit the eraser. I just click that with my pen. I found it best with my pen pointing exactly down. As soon as I get it on an angle, it doesn't erase so well. I want it pointing exactly down. So my pen is currently at perpendicular to the page. Perpendicular to the page. Perpendicular to the page, it writes better and it erases better. Back to the pen. I'm going to work in black for my whole document. I've decided I'm going to work in 1.5 point. You make your own decisions. Now, I have my screen in landscape, so it's from left to right across in front of me. That's giving me more space to write on, and it seems better. I've also got the back of my laptop propped up about 1.5 centimeters because I just like that angle as I work on it. It seems to make it better. I could do this first question. Now, this actual practice sack isn't set up like the real one. You'll have lots more lines and a lot more working. This is an old one, so you just have to make do on the page. Find the gradient of this one. Let me just do that. Y equals 4x on 2 minus 3 on 2. If I split it up, y equals 2x. If I simplify it, 2 is the gradient. M equals 2. I need to move down the page. I either click on this little thing here, or I click select and I just use my finger. I just prefer that. Get the pen back. Write down the equation of the straight line. Gradient minus 3. M equals minus 3. Y is up 2. C equals 2. That's y equals minus 3. X plus 2. Find the equation of the straight line. Gradient minus 2 passes through the point. I've got a gradient of minus 2, and I've got an x1, y1 point of 4 minus 1. So I'm going to use y minus y1 equals mx minus x1. Just want to go down a little bit. Back to the pen, and you will get used to that very quickly. Y minus minus 1 equals minus 2, x minus 4. And on the actual second test, you'll have many more lines than this. So I've got y plus 1 equals negative 2x plus 8. I've got y equals negative 2x plus 7. I think that's correct if I subtract the 1. I'll just check that. Okay, y equals negative 2x plus 7. Implied domain. Well, it's a fraction, so I know the bottom line can't be naught. It's in a square root, so it's got to be positive or equal to naught. Okay, so the 2 need the pen. Just made a mistake. Need the pen, that's okay. Got to make some mistakes as I get used to it. I'll just go back, get the pen. Bottom line, 2 minus x. Well, if it was in a square root, it's going to be greater than or equal to naught, but it's underneath the fraction, so it can't be equal. I'm just going to use my rubber and rub that little bit out. Go back to the pen. Beautiful. Add the x to both sides. 2 greater than x, or x less than 2. Just put that in the answer box. Go down a little bit further. Grab the pen. You get the idea. You could continue. I'm going to go down to where there's lines, just for the purposes of this demonstration. Solve to find the coordinates where the straight lines intersect. Take my pen. I'm going to work in the lines on the left hand side. Y equals 2x minus 6, that's equation 1. Y equals 5x plus 3, that's equation 2. I'm going to draw a vertical line. I'm going to use half the page and then move across. I'm going to do solve simultaneous, so let 1 equal 2, so 2x minus 6 equals 5x plus 3. I'll gather the numbers on this side, and I'll gather the letters on that side. I've had lots of time when I was demonstrating, when I was being a teacher, I might do this, I might change it to red, and I might say, oh well, I did minus 3 on both sides, and I did minus 2x on both sides, just to show what I'm doing. But you don't need to do that, of course. Negative 9 equals 3x, no, I divide both sides by 3, x equals minus 3. I might then start working up the next one. Let x equal minus 3 in equation 1. So that's y equals 2 times minus 3 minus 6. Y equals negative 6, negative 12, or you could have put that there, of course. Let's say I did that because I was running out of space. I just grab my eraser and I get rid of that. Remember, pen pointed at 90 degrees to the page. Back to the pen. Therefore, my answer is minus 3 for x, minus 12 for y. Pretty happy about that. Hit the select button so I can move easily with my finger, go to the next page, etc. Quite detailed and slow. That should help you use the inking tool. Once you get the hang of it, it's really easy.